lay out without having to like bend your knees. And we paid £13 for this. So snacks for the journey. It's so worth it, just paying that little bit extra for a bit more comfort. We have just arrived in Sapa. We're both feeling a bit worse for wear, to be honest. Do you not want to get in the lift?
No.
Oh.
Have you called it?
Yeah. You're not feeling the lift? Oh. Yeah, we're both feeling a bit worse for wear after that bus ride. It was pretty long. We left at like 1:30 and then we didn't get here until 8. Then we got in a minivan and was dropped off at the hotel, which we weren't expecting, so that was quite good. We didn't have to faff about getting a taxi or walking. So now we're just going to get some food. We're both starving, I think. I think that's the problem. I think we're so hungry because we've not eaten since like 11:30. Completely plain spaghetti for me. Had to like order it especially. And Alex has got spaghetti bolognese. We weren't ready to try the more northern Vietnam cuisine. We've already seen some horse meat on the menu.
I mean, this is probably horse meat.
Yeah.
It's not beef.
No? It could be pork. It could be pork.
No, it is beef. But
Yeah?
it's like, it's not minced.
Interesting. What? Look at that little kitty.
Run away. Run away.
We've just walked around this whole lake that is basically in the middle of the town. And our accommodation is like somewhere over there. It's not very big. Good morning. It is our first full day in Sapa and we've got a bit of a busy day ahead. We are planning on going to Fansipan, which is the big like mountain here, and you get a train and then a cable car up. It's like over 3,000 meters high, so it's quite chilly. It's actually a lot colder here. It's only 15 degrees, and then on top of the mountain it's going to be about 9. So we've got layers on today for the first time in a month. It's the first time we've not actually just been dripping with sweat as we've been walking about, and instead it's like a little bit nippy. It's quite refreshing actually.
Oh yeah, it's the only one stop.
Oh yeah, it doesn't go any further.
Experience are sure to leave a lasting impression.
We're waiting in another queue to get on the cable car. This is about the 5th queue that we've been in already. It doesn't feel like we've achieved anything so far. I think that was worse than the hot air balloon. Alex is saying it's not, but I'm saying it's worse. The hot air balloon felt like it went quicker, whereas it was way longer than I thought.
It was so smooth.
It was, until we hit like a bumpy point, like one of the joints. My vertigo is conquered by the end of this trip.
They stopped us. They stopped the thing.
Well, that's even worse. It's a lot cooler up here. The sun's out though, but it's quite cloudy, so we're hoping for a better view. The oxygen is so much thinner up here. We just had to climb a load of steps to get to the summit. And when you're still fighting off a cold, I'm struggling to breathe anyway. Yeah, so tiring. We've still got more stairs to go. You can actually get a train up to the top, but
Rather than that.
well,
Not getting a train. We took a
Costs
cable
more
car
money.
to to this point, we're not going to get a train. It's only 600 steps.
Yeah, only. We've made it to the top. That was tough.
These conditions increase the risk. Please do not use umbrellas.
And we are back in Sapa town. We're now going to find some food and then trek to Cat Village. We've looked around quite a few restaurants here so far, and this is the first time I've seen any kind of mention of vegan. I'm going to get the green curry.
Beef Wellington, you have to pre-order it. It takes 45 minutes to cook.
Really? Well, this is definitely the fanciest meal we've had so far. What did you get?
Chicken curry.
Chicken curry. Look how good that looks. Well, it was the bougiest looking meal that we had, but it didn't actually taste the bougiest. They've definitely had a landslide here though. Probably quite recently. So this is a map of Cat Village. We're right at the top, so we're not even in the village yet. You basically have to buy a ticket, and then there's like a turnstiles over there that you go through to get into the village. So it's basically just like a huge tourist village, or at least they've now made it into like a tourist thing. More tickets to add to my scrapbook though. So that cost us £5 each just to come into a village. And there's all of these like touristy shops lining it. This is not what I was expecting at all, were you? Were you expecting this?
I wasn't expecting a entry fee to come to a village. I was hoping to come to an authentic
traditional village.
Village.
Found a swing. It's free at least. Not had to pay for it yet.
It is beautiful here. It's nice.
It is.
It's nice. It's nice. It's just, yeah. I was expecting just to come to a traditional village, but I wasn't expecting. I guess it's the way of life now. Everything's a tourist.
I wasn't expecting it to be this
If
touristy.
people want to go there, then they're going to have shops selling souvenir stuff, and they're going to have entrance fees.
Yeah, they've got to make a living somehow, haven't they? Okay. Look cutesy. Beautiful little kitty. Hello. Hello. It's not gonna bite me. I'm at one with the cat. I'm not. Look at how cute he is. This is only a little kitten. Oh. Come here. Oh. Oh my god. That spider's absolutely huge. We just hiked from all the way down the bottom of the mountain, from the Cat village, all the way up the hill. Didn't want to get the motorbike back up.
We didn't want to pay the, like, what is it, like £2 to come up the mountain.
So I didn't actually want to go on the motorbike.
So we had. The real story is Emily didn't realise how long.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
just round the corner.
I did warn you. I said you didn't realise this is a long walk.
Yeah, it was like, a lot longer than what I remember.
In fact, you've not even answered my question before you started walking up. So the decision was made. We're about a quarter of the way up, and then Emily said, "Oh, we'll just stop at that cafe, which is halfway. It's only round the corner." I said, "And that's miles away." That's literally at the top.
We are here now though.
Yeah, but the cafe's at the top.
It took us a while to get here. We're here and this is the view.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. We're going for a table.
Good morning, welcome to another day in Sapa. Today we are heading off to a homestay, which is more on the outskirts of Sapa town. So we're going to be more like in the remote countryside. Don't really know what to expect from it, to be honest. We're staying with a local Hmong family. I'm looking forward to seeing like the more picturesque scenery of Sapa, because at the minute we've just been in like the really touristy areas. Oh! We've come to a different end of town today and we've stumbled across the indoor market. Just went to a pretty traditional Vietnamese supermarket and picked up 2 pot noodle things and some Pringles. They're not real Pringles, but the Vietnamese version of Pringles. Because I don't know how much I'm going to be able to eat at this homestay. They are my backup snacks, just in case. We're currently at a restaurant and the view is absolutely unreal. That's the lake. We're having an early lunch because we're being picked up at 1:30 from back at our hotel by hopefully a taxi driver that the homestay has arranged for us. So fingers crossed that all works out okay. My first bit of tofu in a few days. This sandwich looks good. Crinkly fries. What is in it? Burger?
I don't know. It's not really what I ordered, but...
What did you order?
Well, it's not. It's just not what
It's not what I can picture now. We've just bought 2 fleeces and we've been looking at these fleeces for the last day and trying to gauge like what a good price is, and in the end we did actually get a pretty good price for them. We paid,
well, we think so,
$5.40. Well, it's a good price in relation to the other shops that were selling them, because the other shops were selling them for a lot more. So we paid $5.40 for 2, and like other shops were selling them for $3.85 each. So we've definitely got a better deal.
We were trying to get deals elsewhere for like 300, and they were not really going down to 300.
We went to one shop and asked for 2 for 600 and they wouldn't budge. But then we went to another shop and she did 2 for $5.40. So
I think
yeah, I think we've got a good deal.
And they're nice.
They are nice. It's obviously fake North Face, and Alex got a fake Patagonia one. So they are nice though, to be fair. Like the quality is alright.
About £8.
Yeah, £8 for a top, a zip top. It's just a lot cooler here, and we're going to be in the north for like the next few days and potentially going hiking at the homestay, so just thought we'd get them. We have just arrived at our homestay where we'll be for the next 2 days. It is really beautiful here. Our cabin is here. I think it's like a cabin. Basically, I'll give you a tour. So you come in through the front door and we've got an extra bed, the big bed, a fireplace, and then we have a bathroom. Shower is literally right in front of you as you walk in. And then sink and toilet, and then another window there. But it's basically like a cabin that you stay in. And then the view, that's what we're really here for, the view. It's so beautiful here. Whilst we're here and I've got a bit of downtime, I want to just like go over obviously we went to Cat Cat Village yesterday. I just want to give a bit of an overview of how I actually felt, because obviously you go into Cat Cat and you have to buy a ticket to get in, and it's just hugely touristy. We were kind of expecting quite an authentic village, and it's just not that. It's not authentic. Obviously parts are authentic, like the actual landscape around it, and I assume some of the buildings that are there are authentic, but it's just been hugely commercialized, and to the point where I did have quite a few like ethical concerns about it as we were walking around. So you go into the village and you go down, and if you head down to the waterfall, it's like this big expansive area where the waterfall is, and there's like the river that comes down, and that's where they do like shows and like kind of like entertainment, but the entertainment is with the children, and these children are all in like the traditional dress, they're playing traditional games, and then they put on like a show. There's different show times. We went at a weekend, so I don't know if that makes a difference and whether these kids just perform on a weekend. I'm not sure, but I would probably hazard a guess and say not. Before we even went, and we spoke to the lady who runs the hotel we were staying at, Mia. She's absolutely lovely, and she said if you go, don't give the children any money. If you're going to give them something, give them food, which did raise alarm bells before we even went, to be honest, because then at that point you are questioning, okay, well, these kids are clearly, even though, you know, they're treated well, like they're having fun, like they're playing games, you can see they're all like happy, smiling, but clearly they are doing that, if not every weekend, like every day. And yeah, it's just a bit ethically concerning. Like these are children, are they going to school? Probably not, if they're spending all day at Cat Cat Village, which is essentially just a tourist village now. There's nothing like traditional about it, and even the children, not all of them are from that village, because we saw children being picked up on the back of motorbikes at the end of the day, because we went later in the afternoon and it got to about 5 o'clock and all the stalls were shutting, and we were walking back up into the main town. We could see children getting picked up on bikes from the village, so they're not even like local village children, they're children from Sapa town who are clearly being dropped off there to essentially work in inverted commas, maybe, because I'm not sure if they're getting paid or whether they're just being tipped by tourists or what. But yeah, it just, would I recommend going to Cat Cat Village now that I know what it's like? Probably not. I felt very uncomfortable the whole time I was walking around there, and I just think that if it was like a purely like, you know, traditional village, I think it would be beautiful. But yeah, I think tourism has just taken hold there, and I think personally it went beyond the point of ethical tourism, especially when there are children involved. So yeah, just wanted to kind of update, because obviously it looks beautiful, and the surrounding like landscape is beautiful, the waterfall is beautiful, but yeah, it did make me in particular feel particularly uncomfortable, especially when we obviously saw the children, and I was literally just thinking the whole time, like, yeah, that's not right. And I did see a woman, she was in traditional dress as well, so I don't know if she was a tourist, because there was a lot of like tourists in these traditional dresses getting photos done, so I don't know whether she was a tourist or whether she was like a worker there, but she handed a child money and the child stuffed it in her like dress. So yeah, it made me feel uncomfortable walking around, to be honest. So yeah, it's just, if you are planning on going, it's just worth noting, like we had no idea really, like I hadn't done no research into it at all, and you just see the photos of the traditional aspects of the village, which are there, but there is also a hell of a lot of things that are not traditional and are purely there for tourism. So yeah, just wanted to like keep it real and inform you guys if you do plan on going to Cat Cat, and maybe it's worth just like rethinking your plans, because I don't think I would go back. If someone asked me, oh, would you recommend going, I'd probably say no. We've come out to explore the local village that is literally like next to where we're staying. You see that all over. They obviously don't have like any council waste system like we do back home, so you just see like piles of burnt rubbish, and like you can see like people burning things like all the time, different like fires dotted about. We've just stopped at a little coffee shop that is up the hill. There's like a fish pond over there. This is the view that we've got. There's a school down there. There's so many dogs. Look at that little cutie. Like some little woofers there. This one here. He's coming. He's coming. And this one's following him now. What's going on over there? Oh, there's a bit of humping going on. Oh, oh no. I can't believe I've got this on camera. It almost feels wrong to record. Drinks with a view. I've had a lot of iced tea on this trip, and that is the best one I've had so far. Who would have thought coming to a little village in essentially the middle of nowhere, and that's where I find the best iced tea. Now if this isn't literally as close as it gets to a reminder of where your food comes from. And that is enough to keep me meat free for at least another year.
Okay. You have one more? Okay. This one.
Good morning, welcome to day 3 in Sapa, and it is our first full day at the homestay. We've just had an incredible homemade breakfast, and dinner last night was unreal. And it's just so cute, like getting to really immerse yourself in the family. Today we are going on a hike.
We say black monk, but one I like the white monk. This one is the white monk.
Coming? Yeah, you're coming.
This one can feel like
It is as raw as it gets here. Absolutely zero health and safety going on with that bridge. And we've just got back to the homestay. We were trekking for a good majority of the day. I think we did maybe like 10k?
Yeah.
I'd say about 10k. It was a good little walk. There were some sketchy bits and I managed to step in quite a few puddles. So I came home with 2 wet socks, dirty trainers and dirty socks as well. But it was a good day.
We were out for about 6 hours.
6 hours, yeah.
But we
Trekking around.
We had
Saw some waterfalls.
plenty of stops.
Yeah,
And
it
we
was a
stopped for
really
lunch.
chilled walk. There was lots of stops. Stopped for lunch as well. It was a really chill, like nice day. And we got to like see a lot of things.
Can I get another dish for drink?
We've just had dinner with our homestay family. It's just so cute. You just sit there on these like little tables and like stools and you're so close to the ground and there's just big like plates and bowls of food and everyone's just sharing and you just sit there and like talk and explore like the different cultures and that kind of thing. It's just so like so cute and you're just so immersed into everything. And now he is coming to the bar with us because he wants to play pool. Otherwise, he would never go like just on his own. He only goes with people that come to the homestay. And over these last 2 nights, he's fed us a horrific amount of happy water, which is like rice wine, which he makes here himself from his rice. And it's just like this really strong shot of clear liquid. And I don't even know how many Alex has had tonight, but he's had a lot. And I mean a lot. He just kept pouring out of this bowl. It's like a bowl and then like a wooden spoon, and he just fills up the shot glass. I had to say no after 3. Was it 3? 3. Because I had so many last night, and but Alex has had 9. He's laughing in the corner because, yeah.
I lost count.
Guess who's looking after Alex tonight?
It's very straightforward. You're either stripes or...
Good morning from another day in Sapa, and actually it's our final day. As you can probably tell, I'm on another sleeper bus. This one is a little less bougie than the last one. Got a little bit less room. There's actually 3 rows of cabins, whereas the other bus was only 2, so there were bigger cabins. So I'll show you round. We've got the screen there, got another window seat. Alex is down the bottom there. This is what it looks like across and behind. But this one you can actually, if I zoom out, this one you can actually bring the seat right up so you can sit up straight rather than just laying flat all the time. So I've put like one of my bags behind there, so I've got a bit more room in here. I'll just sit and do some editing now. It's a little bit more cozy, but the fact that you can sit up does make a bit more of a difference, especially during the day, because I don't really want to sleep. So we're on our way to Hajang now. We will probably be in Hajang in about 7 hours time, I would say. So we'll be there in the evening. And the experience that we've just had with the homestay was honestly unbelievable. It was one of the best experiences so far because of just how raw it was. And the people who own the homestay, our hosts, were so lovely. In fact, upon leaving, they gave us all these homemade like wristbands. So she